right. I want to say Shalom, give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that Jim Messer rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. It's Brother Bonsa Pod. Back at you again with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos, man. Another video, Lord willing, this is edifying, man. It's, we see what's all going on according to prophecy. The second book, Ezra's, Revelations, Daniel, Habakkuk. Hey, the prophecies are popping off the page, man. And it's a blessing for brothers to have been pushing this work with truth and sincerity, and also to have the mindset to say that we still not profitable service, man. It's the way to be. We dedicated our lives to bringing out the truth, man. It's all about truth's sake, man. So Lord willing, the Most High be with us, man. And right here in Psalms 40:2, starting in 1, it says, the chief musician of Psalm of David, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. David was praying the Lord to save him from his enemies, man. And how much more of us being in this truth to now be able to see what's going on right now, man. This place is done, man. People buying guns. And for those who's been doing this work with truth and sincerity, man, the Lord will be with us. And for those who scoffed at the word, who didn't take it seriously, or things in that nature, then, hey, man, it is what it is at that point, man. So David cried, so we crying and praying to the Lord to come and help us and to save us, man, from our enemies, man. Let's go come pass us about. And now we coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. This is just the beginning of it. Go have bailouts, go have bail-ins, banks go keep your money, the corporation go take your money. People who don't have food, people who got weapons go come get your money, man. They go come get your goods, man. We pray to the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Bashar, man, and just keep doing his work till we can't no more. And Lord will he have mercy upon us. That's why we say we the hopefully elect. So the Lord he hear the cry. He sees. He's the one that's making this happen. Yahweh by Shema Bashar is making this happen on the planet, man. Because his word is going out. His word don't come back to him void, and he's not slack concerning his promise, man. So if King David cried to Yahweh by Shema Bashar, and he inclined to hear David's cry, how much more the righteous men now that's out there that have dedicated them lives to do this, to push this work, man, with truth and sincerity, man. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay. Like if you in some clay and mud, and there's a lot of it, and it's watery, man, you go just continue to sink. You stuck. Well, like being America is like a pit. You got child support payments, you got taxes, you got rent, you got car insurance, you got the cell phone, you got death insurance, you got school uniforms to buy for your children, you got to buy food, and you barely making enough, man. So this system in this country is a pit, and also this pit represent the fact that you was walking in darkness, man. And that darkness, what? Will lead your ass to a bad situation, man. So the Most High lift us out of the pit of darkness, you see? Which, if you keep walking in it, what happened? It's going to lead to your destruction. If you keep walking in the pit of darkness, it's going to lead to your destruction. And by you depending on this system, it's going to lead your ass to destruction too, man. Because you're not praying and looking for Yahweh by Shema Bashar to come back and to deliver you out of this, man. You're looking for the government to save you out of this stuff, man. So he brought me up also out of a horrible pit, out of trouble, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings. You see, Yahweh by Shema Bashar, by Shema Kakwadash, got us from darkness, from all the wickedness and stuff that we was doing, and planted our feet on the foundation of Yahweh Shai. And that's when we start to begin to walk that path, man. Because he set us upon a rock, and it established our goings, man. And we was called to do this. Because there's going to come a day where the men of the Lord was going to call upon him, and he was going to come to deliver them, man, with the angels, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Psalms 142 and 6. Attend unto my cry, Look at the oppression that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going through, and look at what we're going through today. So this is talking about the elect of his people, man. He's going to tend until they cry because of the burdensome and the contrite spirit that they have, man. Walking this path, people was ridiculing us and everything, throwing things at us, despised us. You see? Attend to my cry, for I am brought very low. We are brought very low in this place, known as Babylon, man. This is a very low place morally, socially, everything, man. It's going down. Attend to my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from the persecutors. Who is our persecutors, man? Our enemies, man. The top elite banking families, man. They got their stormtroopers, their Gurkha troops, the military. Gonna be patrolling the streets, martial law. We in there now. We'll have checkpoints, and they coming to persecute these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because they don't want you a part of their new so-called New World Order, man. And the righteous men of Yahweh Bashim Shah as well, man. So we crying unto him, man. We need to push this work, man, and still say we unprofitable servants, man, and keep crying and praying to Yahweh Bashim Shah, man, that he hear our cries, and that we sincere about the things we do for Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Attend to my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. We don't have no military. I'm speaking fleshly, carnally sense. We don't have a military. We don't have hella guns. We don't have shelter, so to speak, to go and store food for years and water for years on to come, man. We don't have that. Hell, we barely making it right now, man. In comparison to how much money these people making in the world, bro, we are not even thought of, man. You know what I'm saying? For they stronger than I. They have everything. We don't. Carnally. Spiritually, we have who? Spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. And the angels, man. There's going to be way more of them than the so-called army that's on this planet. So we have that to look forward to, man. This thing is going to get bad out here, man. We got to keep crying unto the Lord and make sure your calling and election sure, and make sure we doing this thing to the best of our ability, and we still unprofitable servants, being humble to Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. You know, to save us from our enemies that's going to compass us round about, that the scriptures is talking about. The prophecies is passing, man. And if things do go back to normal, what is normal? Then other pestilence go hit, and more pestilence, and more pestilence, and more viruses, and more viruses, more famine of the word, famine of food. It's gonna be bad out here. So for those brothers who was sincerely serving and dedicated their lives to Yahweh Bashim Shah, may the Lord be with us, man. Lord will, I'm part of that number. That's why we say we part of the hopeful elect. We pray that we are the hopeful elect, man, because we done dedicated our lives as being yoke fellows, meaning in bondage with doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. And we need to pray more, man, and meditate, because the things that's coming, man, our enemies are stronger than I. It's going to take Yahweh Bashim Shah, a spiritual intervention, to come and deliver us. How it's going to happen? Stay focused and keep praying and keep doing this work, man, because this is it. You know, it's a quick lesson I want to put out there. I hope it's edifying to the elect out there. Lord willing, this is Brother Bonza Pod. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.